Hi everyone, welcome to History on Trial. This is Dr. Tracy McCarthy, psychologist, attorney, and educator. And a question came in related to Mount Hor. And the question was related to the extent to which there's a relationship between, a potential relationship between Mount Hor and the Amorites, or the Amurru, and related to the possibility of there being a silent H. And so we are going to look at a relationship between Mount Hor and the Amorites. However, it's not necessarily related to the silent H. It is related to a silent letter, but it's not the silent H. There may be some other relationships that we are not considering right now. And if you have some thoughts about it, you can put those in the comments section. And so let's get moving. And if this appears on anything other than Dr. Tracy McCarthy, it is stolen and unauthorized. Let's get started. That's a very good question related to Mount Hor, and thank you to the individual who posed the question. And so we're going to deconstruct Mount Hor and see if we can get a better understanding of the relationship between Mount Hor and the Amorites or the Amurru. Okay, so it states here that, and this is Strong's Concordance, that Mount Hor is known as two mountains in Palestine. And so that right there positions Mount Hor to be in a relationship with the Amorites. And we're going to figure out exactly what that relationship might be. Now, if you look down below and to the left of the screen, you will see that Mount Hor is another form of HAR. And here you can see that HAR is related to hill country, so sort of high mountains. And so you see additional information down at the bottom on the left-hand side. Again, you see translations related to hill, hill country, hillside, mount, and mountain, and mountains. And you can also see here that it's related to a number of other things related to kindled into flame, a scene of a massacre, and also places of illicit worship. Now, har is also related to the word harar. And this is another cognate because this also means hill or mountain. And here's an additional notation related to Mount Hor, also indicating that it means mountain and also giving some context in terms of scripture. Now, Mount Hor has something in common with another word, and it's hoarfrost. And with hoarfrost, it's HOAR frost. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to the picture on the screen, and what you see is a snow-capped mountain. You see a mountain range actually, and this snow-capped mountain range is a depiction of a hoary frost, and so that hoarfrost. And so you can understand this mountain to be a hoary mountain, a hoarfrost mountain. It's covered with snow. Now, we've been focusing on Mount Hor. We're going to shift attention to Mount Hermon so that you can see that there is a connection between the Amorites, the Amurru, and Mount Hor. And so the first thing you see in this write-up is that Mount Hermon is known as the Mountain of the Chief. And if you see down a little further, you get to the really important part where it identifies Mount Hermon as a massive snow-capped mountain, and it towers above the entire countryside. And here you see the very clear connection between Mount Hor and the Amorites, the Amurru, because you see Mount Hermon or Mount Hermon is covered in snow, and that's also known as a hoary frost, that white hoary frost. And so this mountain, Mount Hermon, is also known as the Mountain of the Hor, now meaning the mountain of snow. Now, if you take the A out of Hor, H-O-A-R, you have Mount Hor. And when you look at information related to the geography of this mountain and also some bodies of water related to the mountain, you can see that this is that same mountain range. And it's important to remember that Mount Hermon is a mountain range, and so you have a number of peaks and valleys inside of that space. And again, thank you for that question. Remember, knowledge is power. Take care. See you soon.